Hey guys, Mr. Zern here with another Python lesson. And today we're going to be talking about while loops and dot notation. So to get us started here, just going to add some hashtags here just to kind of talk about what's going on in our code. Always very important to add that. So let's just start off with just a little bit of review, and that is declaring a variable. All right, so declaring a variable is simple enough. We just add a name, could be anything. I'm just going to call this number equals, and I'm going to set it equal to something. In this case, I have an integer and it's 0, but it could be anything. It could be a string. I could put it in some text. It could be a float, so I could have 1.0. It could be a Boolean, a true and false statement, but in this case, going with a integer. All right, so that we've seen before. Now, time for something new, and that is the while loop. Okay, so we've seen while loops before in App Inventor, and we've seen them before in Blockly, but basically it continues to do a set of instructions as long as the condition is true. So the keyword for a while loop, shocker of the century, is in fact the word while here in Python. So I've kind of, initiated that. And so then we have a parenthesis, and whatever we put inside the parentheses is what Python is going to be testing against. So I'm going to add the variable name number and say, hey, as long as number is less than 20, I want you to do something. All right, so while parenthesis number is less than 20, and don't forget the colon, super important there. I'm going to hit enter, and notice it indents it there a bit. Indentation, super important in Python. So what's it going to do? Well, I'm going to basically have some user input here and say, hey, set the number variable to this. And so I'm looking for a number, and because of that, it's important that I wrap it in an int. So I'm going to wrap this in an integer, so I've got that set up there. And now input, and then I'm going to add in some words here. So hey, enter a number. Notice I added a space there after that, after the end there of my text, after my colon, so there's some space for it. So let's run that and see what happens. All right, enter a number. So the number is set to 0, and 0 is less than 20, and so we've entered the while loop. And I'll say 5. Enter a number. Okay, how about 10? Okay, how about 15? All right, all these numbers are less than 20, and so because the statement is true, it keeps me inside of the while loop. How about 19? Yep. How about 20? Boop, and we've left the while loop there. All right, so there we go, while and parenthesis, and then whatever we put in here, you're going to see there's lots of different things we can put in there. We can, is it equal to something? Is it not equal to something? And those will get more complex here in the coming days and weeks. All right, so I'm just going to kind of returned and tabbed back to get kind of outside that while loop. All right, so again, just a little bit of review. We're going to, enter a line break, and that's simple enough, and that's simple enough here. Print, and we can add that, and that's simply just going to give me a line break between this little interaction we're going to have with Python and then the next one. Just helps makes things easy to read. Okay, so a little bit more review of some stuff that we've seen thus far. So review, equal, equal. So if we use one equal sign, we know that a single equal sign declares a variable, right? We did that up there in line 2, number equals 0. I could have done something else, could have been number equals string, right? Or number equals false, or number equals 1.1. It could have been any of those things. Now, so another little more review there. So, right, so a double equal sign, equal, basically means is equal to. All right, so just a little bit of review there from before. So let's take a look at something new that we haven't done yet, and that is exclamation point equal. So what does that mean? Well, that means not equal to. So let's try it again. There we go. All right, so not equal to. So means does not equal. So when I use exclamation equal sign, it means does not equal. So let's take a look at what something like that might say. So hey, say yes. So I'm in the process here of, I've just declared a variable. So, hey, say yes. And basically, this is going to be a little user input here. And I would like the user to type the word yes. And I'm going to add a space there. All right. So we're kind of setting something up there. And then say, hey, while, say yes. All right. So we're setting up a while loop. Does not equal yes. I want you to do something. Okay, so we've got a while loop there we've created, and it's got a variable, so it's testing the variable. And instead of saying, hey, is it less than something, is this not equal to? In this case, is it not equal to the string yes? So if it's not equal to, I want you to print, do what I say. Now, if we, oh, there, get out of there. There we go. All right, if I leave it like that, that will probably put me into an infinite loop and most likely crash the program. I hate to find out here on the video. We'll try that maybe towards the end and see if I can break it. All right, say yes. And so this is important here that I add another opportunity here for some input. I said type the word yes. Okay. All right. Let's run this program and see what happens. All right. So first it wants me to enter a number. I'll say 30. That kicks me right out of the while loop. Now I'm in the second while loop and it says type yes. And I'm going to say, okay, I do what I say. I said type the word yes. And I'm going to say, you got it. Do what I say. I said type the word yes. Yes. All right, and we exit the while loop. All right, so I'm just going to copy this code here in case it blows up here. But I'm pretty sure if I get rid of that input there, we're going to run into an infinite loop. Let's see here. That's always kind of fun. So 30, that's more than 20. Do what I say. Type yes. I'm going to say okay. Yep, there we go. That would be an infinite loop. So the condition is testing not true. I didn't say yes. And so it just keeps testing that because there is no opportunity for user input. So that's bad. So we don't want that to happen. Let me just paste that back in there. Make sure we're okay. So let's run that again real quick. Stop, run. 30, enter a number. Yes, type yes. Okay. Do what I say, type yes. Yes. Okay. Working great. Now, there's a problem, though. Let me show you this problem here. So let's get out of that one. Type yes. Yes. What did I say? Type yes. I typed yes. I don't understand. Why won't you take it? I'm typing the word yes, but for some reason you don't seem to like it. And so that's a problem. Like, what if the user doesn't enter it in exactly? Like, the computer is smart, and as powerful as the computer is, it can be kind of stupid. And so the computer is literally looking for me to type all in lowercase letters YES. Any other variation of that does not equal all three lower case YES. So there is a way that we can fix that. So let's take a look here at how we can do that. Always remember, when I entered out there, I hit return and then I hit backspace to kind of get me out of the outside of that while loop there. We don't want to get stuck inside of that. It can cause you'll get an error message if you forget. All right, so I'm just putting a line break in there, nothing too amazing. Okay, so there's something new for us, and that is dot notation. We can use this in a lot of ways here. Dot notation. So I'm going to have a new variable. I could use the same variable as a matter of fact, but it's better to probably use a different one for this. All right, type yes equals, and we're giving it some input here, and I would like them to type the word yes again. Okay, so oops, forgot my first quotation mark. My bad. Let's get rid of this one so it works right. Okay, there we go. Now, this is where the dot notation comes in. Dot lower. And so basically whatever a user enters there text-wise, it's going to automatically put it in the lower case. All right, so we're going to set up a while loop. Hey, while, type yes. does not equal yes. I want you to do something. I'd like you to print. Well, print what? Hey, do what I say. All right. Now, important that we add in this user input. Otherwise, we're going to get stuck in that infinite loop again, and that's no fun. They're easy to do in Python if you're not careful. All right. So type the word yes. We'll take out, that could get confusing. All right. And again, dot lower. All right. So let's run this program and see what happens. So enter a number. Let's just test that. 10. Yep. 10 less than 20. Absolutely. Is 30 less than 20? Nope. Okay. Type yes. Okay. I said type yes. Yes. Oh, do what I say. Type yes. Yes. Okay. So now we're inside the dot notation. Type yes. I'm going to say okay. It's like I said type the word yes. Let's type it all in capital letters. Boop. There we go. It puts me out of sight of that. And so we can see the power of that dot notation. I think we could do it the other way here in case you're curious. We could say upper, and that will change it all to capital letters. But in that case, it's important that we change this right here to all capital letters, or we're going to have some problems here. So let's run that program and see what happens. So enter a number, 20. Yes. All right. Type yes. Okay. I said type yes. Okay. There's yes. All right. Type yes. Okay. I said type yes. Let's try lowercase s. And it takes it, and we're good to go. So that is how that works there in Replit there in Python. The big takeaways are, one, we've got a while loop. So, hey, basically, as long as the condition tests true, it's going to run. Hey, so is it the number is less than 20, do this thing. Farther down here, we said, hey, while say yes, or this variable does not equal the string yes, do this other thing. And then, of course, we can make things lowercase. We can make things uppercase just by using the dot notation there. Dot lower parenthesis or dot upper parentheses to do either of those. All right. So take a look at the assignment that goes with that. Good luck, and I look forward to seeing the program that you create.